Do you know what Leonardo da Vinci and Tom Cruise have in common? Well, we all know that Leonardo da Vinci is undoubtedly an amazing artist and that Tom Cruise is a really great actor. But what you might not know is the fact that they share the same condition called dyslexia. Well, some of you might have heard of it, some of you might still don't know what it actually means. So, dyslexia is a condition where it impairs a person's ability to read. For example, take a look at this. You might be wondering what this text reads because it doesn't make any sense at all. And now you can read it. So that was the simulation of what dyslexic experience when they read. Words are like scrambled and it takes more effort to read because it's difficult to. So to sum up, dyslexia have problem in reading, spelling and pronouncing, and thinking in sequences. So this is the dyslexia prevalence around the world. And to sum up, there are roughly 10% in the population who are dyslexic. And if you talk about 10% itself in my country, it's like 25 million of people, and that's a lot. But what is more surprising is that in one research in the prison in the USA shows that more than half of its residents diagnosed with dyslexia symptom. And now that raises a question, how can dyslexia and crime can be related? I mean, it's just a reading problem, isn't it? It can't be that serious. I mean, Leonardo da Vinci is dyslexic, but he still can be a great artist, and that Tom Cruise can be a great actor. But the problem is not everyone is Leonardo da Vinci, or Tom Cruise, or Keira Knightley who happen to be dyslexic too. They are just an example that dyslexia does not limit someone to do anything. But dyslexia is not just about reading problem, it's a problem of communication. Because if I cannot read, how am I supposed to study? How am I supposed to learn? And if I were an elementary student and I see that all of my friends can do things that I can't, I will be more likely to be frustrated and do things that I'm not supposed to do as an escape of what I can't achieve. So research shows that if not treated, dyslexia could lead someone to do self-harm, suicide, and even crime committing. So now you know that dyslexia is not just about reading problem. But if it's that serious, someone might have done something, right? I mean, there must be some kind of treatment or anything like that to help the dyslexic. Well, there is, but the fact is, in many developed countries, the term dyslexia is not widely known. It's not really popular, and people still think that children who cannot read are slow when they are not. Dyslexia has nothing to do with intelligence. They are just as intelligent like we are, and even smarter than we are. And if there is a treatment, they are more likely to be still, traditional and monotonous, and if it's monotonous, the dyslexic children will be bored and they will lose motivation to learn. So the problem with dyslexia is, 1. There is many treatment are still traditional and monotonous, so there should be a more fun, interactive, and motivating treatment for the dyslexic. And 2, many are still left undiagnosed, so there should be a movement to educate the people that dyslexia exists, and there should be an early detection system, and especially in elementary school, so that the teachers know which children is dyslexic and which are not, so that the dyslexic children can get the proper education, because we cannot teach someone how to read with the same method that we use to the normal children. We have to give them the spatial method, because they're spatial.